No, real pisteuo belief means that you choose Jesus, that you make a decision believing that Jesus Christ is Lord, that you look at the facts of the gospel and you say to yourself, I need to be saved from my sin, and Jesus is the only way. It's pisteuo belief. It means it has consequences. See, here's the difference between Satan and Clayton. And there are a lot of differences between the two of us. Here's one. Satan believes in God, but he will not submit to God. I believe in God, and I'll fall on my knees in front of thousands of people. And with my head bowed low in humility, I will say, Jesus, I'm yours. I love you, and I give you control of my life. You are Lord, and I belong to you, Jesus. You see the difference? Intellectual belief will never bow its knee in humility and worship. But intimate belief, pisteuo belief, it changes us. And it goes deeper than the head. It goes down into the heart. See, this is the real tragedy, is that a lot of folks, and maybe even some of you, you're just like I was when I was a kid. When I was 7, I walked down an aisle in a Baptist church. I was also attending a Presbyterian Christian school. And I came forward and I said, I want to be baptized because I want to go to heaven when I die. And I was dunked in the water and brought back up, and my life never changed. I wasn't a horrible kid, but I was a sinner. And for 7 years, from the age of 7 to 14, I had all the facts about God in my head. I had memorized over 500 Bible verses and catechisms by the time I was in the 8th grade in Christian school and in my church. I had a head full of intellectual knowledge about God. I had an inherited legacy of Christianity from my parents and my grandparents and my aunts and my uncles. But I was void and empty in my heart. I had no intimate belief. I had no relationship with Jesus. And here's the real tragedy. Some of us are in the exact same spot today. Jesus in your head, nothing in your heart. And that's about a foot, 12 inches, a foot. Wouldn't it be awful to die without Jesus and miss heaven by that far? Wouldn't it be the greatest tragedy of your whole entire life to know about Jesus here but never have him here? So what does intimate belief really mean? Jesus says to them in verse 35, I am the bread of life. He who comes to me will never go hungry, and he who believes in me will never be thirsty. But as I told you, you have seen me, and still you do not believe. Jesus was flabbergasted that these people had been near him, seen him, heard him, observed him, watched him, and they believed he existed because he's right there in front of them, but they didn't believe in him. And this is what I see in the Southeast, across America, and in churches every single week. People that say they believe with their mouth, but don't really believe with their heart.